Hello, food lovers, and welcome back to my kitchen. Are you searching for that perfect meal that's healthy, absolutely delicious, and surprisingly easy to whip up on a busy weeknight? Well, you've come to the right place. Today, we're making a stunning grilled salmon with fluffy, rice and vibrant vegetables. This dish looks like it came from a fancy restaurant, but I promise it's so simple you'll be adding it to your weekly rotation. It's packed with omega-3 south, fiber, and all the good stuff your body craves. So, grab your apron and let's get cooking. First things first, let's talk about our star player, the salmon. You'll want about a 6-ounce fillet per person. Look for a piece with bright, pinkish-orange flesh and a nice marbling of fat. If you can, opt for wild-caught salmon for its superior flavor and nutritional profile. But a good quality farmed salmon works beautifully too. The key is freshness. Make sure it doesn't have a strong fishy smell. When you get it home, pat it completely dry with a paper towel. This is a crucial step. A dry surface is what helps us achieve that irresistibly crispy skin. Now, for the marinade. We're keeping it simple too. Let the salmon's natural flavor shine. In a small bowl, we'll mix together 2 tablespoons of olive oil, the juice of half a lemon, 2 minced garlic cloves, a teaspoon of dried oregano, and a pinch of salt and black pepper. Whisk that all together until it's combined. This simple marinade is going to infuse our salmon with a bright, zesty, and herby flavor that's just incredible. Place your salmon fillets in a shallow dish, skin side up for now, and pour that beautiful marinade all over the flesh. Use your hands or a brush to make sure every nook and cranny is coated. Let it marinate for about 15 to 20 minutes. You don't want to go much longer with the lemon juice, as it can start to cook the fish. While our salmon is soaking up all that goodness, let's get our rice and vegetables ready. Falzerhies, I'm using a simple long-grain white rice. The ratio is key, 1 part rice to 2 parts water. So, for 1 cup of rice, you'll need 2 cups of water. Rinse your rice under cold water until the water runs clear. This removes excess starch and prevents the rice from getting gummy. Then, pop it in a pot with the water and a pinch of salt. Bring it to a boil. Then immediately reduce the heat to the lowest setting. Cover it with a tight-fitting lid. And let it simmer for about 15 to 18 minutes. The trick here is not to peek. Let the steam do its work. Once the time is up, turn off the heat and let it sit, still covered, for another 10 minutes. This makes it perfectly fluffy every single time. For our vegetables, we're going with a colorful and nutritious mix of broccoli, bell peppers, and red onion. Feel free to use whatever you have on hand. Asparagus, zucchini, or cherry tomatoes would also be fantastic. We'll chop the broccoli into bite-sized florets, slice the bell pepper into strips, and cut the red onion into wedges. Toss them all in a bowl with a drizzle of olive oil, a sprinkle of salt, and a pinch of pepper. That's it. We want their natural sweetness to come through when they hit the heat. All right, it's time to grill. You can use an outdoor grill, a grill pan on the stove, or even the broiler in your oven. I'm using a grill pan today. Get it nice and hot over medium-high heat. A hot pan is essential for getting those beautiful grill marks and preventing the fish from sticking. Lightly oil the grates. Now, take your salmon fillets and place them skin side down on the hot grill. You should hear a satisfying sizzle. Let it cook for 2 to 6 minutes on this side. You'll see the color change as it cooks up the side of the fillet. The goal is to get that skin super crispy. While the salmon is grilling, we can cook our vegetables. I like to use a separate pan or the other side of my grill. Add the vegetables in a single layer. You want to sear them, not steam them, so don't overcrowd the pan. Cook them for about 5 to 7 minutes, tossing occasionally, until they're tender crisp and have a little bit of char on them. That char adds a wonderful smoky flavor that complements the salmon perfectly. Now, back to our salmon. After about 4 to 6 minutes, it's time to flip. Use a thin, flexible fish spatula to get underneath the fillet. If the skin is properly crisped, it should release easily from the pan. If it's sticking, give it another 30 seconds. Gently flip it over and cook for another 2 minutes on the other side, depending on the thickness of your fillet. The salmon is done when it flakes easily with a fork. Be careful not to overcook it, as it can become dry. A little bit of translucency in the very center is perfect, as it will continue to cook from the residual heat. Once the salmon is cooked to perfection, remove it from the grill and let it rest for a minute. By now, our rice should be perfectly fluffy. Fluff it up with a fork. Our vegetables should be tender and slightly charred. Now, it's time to assemble our masterpiece. Let's plate it up. Start with a generous scoop of the fluffy rice on the plate. Arrange the colorful, grilled vegetables next to it. And finally, the grand finale. Place that beautiful, crispy-skinned salmon fillet right on top. For a final touch of freshness, I love to sprinkle over some freshly chopped parsley and add an extra wedge of lemon on the side for squeezing. And there you have it, a restaurant-quality meal made right in your own kitchen in under 30 minutes. Just look at this plate. The colors, the textures, the aromas, it's a feast for the senses. The salmon is flaky and moist, the skin is perfectly crispy, the rice is fluffy, and the vegetables are tender, with a hint of smoky char. It's a well-balanced, incredibly satisfying meal that you can feel great about eating. This recipe is so versatile, so feel free to experiment with different herbs, spices, and vegetables. I hope you give this delicious and easy grilled salmon recipe a try. It's proof that healthy eating can be incredibly enjoyable. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more simple and delicious recipes, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. Happy cooking!